What if I told you that Loki might secretly be the most important character in the entire future of the Marvel Cinematic Universe? Not Doctor Strange, not Kang, not even the Avengers. There's a massive rumor spreading online that Loki's role in Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars will mirror the role of the Beyonder from Marvel's original Secret Wars comic storyline. And when you really analyze Loki's journey in the MCU, this theory actually makes a scary amount of sense, because the MCU might already have its Beyonder sitting at the end of time. But to understand why this theory is so believable, we first need to understand the character who started it all. Who exactly is the Beyonder? So let's start. In Marvel Comics, the Beyonder wasn't just another cosmic character. He was something far bigger. The Beyonder came from a completely different dimension called the Beyond Realm, meaning he existed outside the Marvel Universe itself. And his power, it was absolutely insane. The Beyonder could rewrite reality, control timelines, and reshape existence with a single thought. The easiest way to understand him is like this. Imagine the entire Marvel multiverse is a massive video game. All the heroes and villains are characters inside the game. Spider-Man, Thor, Doctor Doom, they're all just players inside the system. But the Beyonder? He's the guy sitting outside the game, holding the controller with developer mode turned on. He can rewrite the code, spawn characters, teleport heroes across dimensions, or if he gets bored, he can just reset the entire universe. So what did the Beyonder do with all this power? He ran an experiment. The Beyonder became fascinated by human behavior. He wanted to see how heroes and villains would react under extreme pressure. So he did something insane. He kidnapped the most powerful heroes and villains from across Marvel's universe and dropped them onto a brand new planet called Battleworld, a planet stitched together from different worlds. Then he gave them one terrifying rule: slay your enemies and all your desires shall be yours. And just like that, a massive war began. You had heroes like Spider-Man, Captain America, Thor, fighting against villains like Doctor Doom, Ultron, Magneto. But the most important character in the entire story wasn't any hero or villain. It was the Beyonder. Because without him, Secret Wars would never happen. Now here's where things get really interesting, because the MCU might already have someone playing that exact role. Let's go back to the beginning. When we first met Loki and Thor, he was just a jealous prince trying to prove he was better than his brother. By the time the Avengers happened, he had become a full-blown villain. He launched an alien invasion of Earth and declared himself ruler of humanity. But then the MCU did something incredible. They completely rewrote Loki's story. His redemption arc slowly built across multiple movies until it reached its peak in the Loki Disney Plus series. This is where everything changed. Loki discovered that the entire multiverse was controlled by an organization called the TVA, and behind the TVA was the mysterious He Who Remains. For the first time in his life, Loki realized something horrifying. Everything he had ever done, every victory, every defeat, every choice was already written into a script. He had never truly had free will. This realization completely broke him, but it also forced him to evolve. Loki stopped chasing power. He stopped chasing a throne, and instead, he chose to protect the multiverse. In the Loki Season 2 finale, something incredible happens. The timelines of the multiverse begin collapsing. Reality itself is dying. So Loki makes the ultimate sacrifice. He grabs the dying timelines, weaves them together, and forms a massive multiversal tree, Yggdrasil. Then he sits alone on a throne at the end of time, holding the entire multiverse together. At that moment, Loki becomes something new, the god of stories. Think about what that means. Loki now exists outside time and space. He can see every timeline, every universe, every possible future. Does that sound familiar? Because that is almost identical to the role of the Beyonder. Now we reach the most important part of the theory. Doctor Doom. In the original Secret Wars comics, The most shocking moment wasn't the battles, it was when Doctor Doom stole the Beyonder's power. Doom is one of Marvel's most dangerous characters because he's both a genius scientist and a master sorcerer. But his biggest trait is his ego. Doom refuses to bow to anyone. When he realized the Beyonder had unlimited power, he decided to steal it. And he succeeded. Doom absorbed the Beyonder's energy and became God Emperor Doom. If Marvel adapts this idea into the MCU, then Loki becomes the perfect target. Imagine this scenario. The multiverse is collapsing due to incursions. Universes are crashing into each other and destroying reality. Doctor Doom investigates the chaos and discovers a shocking truth. A single being, Loki, is holding the entire multiverse together. To Doom, that kind of power cannot belong to anyone else. So Doom does exactly what he did in the comics. He breaks into the end of time and steals Loki's power. The moment that happens, everything changes. Doom doesn't destroy the multiverse. He rebuilds it in his own image. Using the broken remains of dying universes, Doom creates a single planet inside the void. Battleworld, a world made from fragments of different realities. Imagine this. One region is Spider-Man's New York. Another region is ruled by the X-Men. Another is controlled by surviving Avengers. And above them all sits God Emperor Doom, ruling everything. But Loki's story wouldn't end there, because the character who started as a villain would finish as the ultimate hero. Even after losing his power, Loki might secretly guide the remaining heroes, helping them understand how to defeat Doom. And just like Tony Stark sacrificed himself to stop Thanos, Loki may sacrifice himself to restore the multiverse, ending his story in the most poetic way possible. The god who once wanted to rule everyone, giving his life so everyone else can be free. So, if the idea of Doctor Doom ripping the multiverse out of Loki's hands just blew your mind, hit the like and subscribe.